What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Sunsign Speed and Agility Resistance Band Trainer. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so today we'll be doing a close-up and full review on the Sunsign Speed and Agility Resistance Band Trainer. This is the resistance band trainer that you actually wear. So for those of you who have social media, you guys may have seen those advertisements where it shows a guy shadow boxing with one of these crazy looking suits on, and this is what it is. So everything that's included, I'll start off with the actual waistband. You have this right here, which is fully adjustable with a Velcro closure and metal D-ring. The inside is lined with a neoprene type material. It has a Velcro on the back and then 4 D-rings total that are made out of metal. 2 on the top for your wrists and hands and 2 on the bottom for your ankles and your legs. Next would be the actual resistance bands. You can see these are orange in color. It comes with a carabiner on each end, one to attach to your waist and one to attach to your hand or to your ankle. And it doesn't say actually what the resistance is on the actual website. A lot of times when you get resistance bands, it comes color coded, and you can also tell by the thickness of the band on whether it's like heavy, medium, or light. But these feel about medium, so they're really good just for an overall body workout. This one is about 8 inches in length. Then you have the ones for your legs or for your ankles, which are about 17 inches in length here. It comes with a metal carabiner, and the ends are insulated with this rubber type material. So I got 4 of those total. It came with an extra one right here, so I'm not sure if this is something that they made a mistake in just giving me an extra. Next would be the actual attachment. So this is going to be for your wrists. So it comes with a Velcro closure and a neoprene padded for the wrist, and then you actually have the metal D-ring that attaches to the other end of the carabiner, and then you have a thumb loop attachment that your finger goes through or your thumb goes through to hold it in place. So you get 2 of those. And then lastly, you get the ankle attachments. So again, it comes with a neoprene insulated piece right there, Velcro attachment that goes around your ankle, 2 D-ring attachments, so you can actually add an extra there if you want extra resistance. And then you have the heel strap. This actually goes underneath your heel. So that's everything that was included with this. I'm gonna put it on, show you guys how this thing works, and give you guys my breakdown and review of this. Hey, what's up guys? Carlo here, and today I'm gonna be doing a review of this Sunsign Speed and Agility Resistance Band Trainer. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on and get to it and show you guys how this thing works. So the first thing is gonna be the actual waistband. We're gonna put this on. This just comes with this little metal D-ring clip, and the Velcro strap goes right through there. Obviously, you just adjust it depending on your waist size. You'll see that it has D-rings on both sides, top and bottom. And same thing on this side, top and bottom. Everything feels nice and secure, pretty comfortable. Next is going to be the straps. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on the heel straps. So I have 1 each for each side, for my right and my left leg, obviously. This strap right here actually goes underneath the heel, and then from here, this Velcro strap just wraps around it. So pretty easy to install, or put on, should I say. That goes around the heel. One thing you notice, I'm wearing my shoes. You can do this without shoes, so it just depends on the application you're using it for, but I'm wearing shoes today. Put this on, put that on. Everything feels nice and secure. You can see it has 2 metal D-rings there, so if you want to add extra tension, you can. on both sides. I also have the ones for my hands. So these are the wrist straps, and these comes with this little thumb loop that you can use, this little wrist loop, and you slide that basically through your thumb, and it just wraps around and attaches using Velcro. Then you have the metal D-ring right here at the bottom. Same thing with this other side. I'm just gonna go ahead and slide this over my wrist. Put that on, and there you have it. You have the metal D-ring on both sides. So I got my 2 hands, my 2 feet all hooked up. Now it's gonna be the bungee cords. I'll start off with the ones for my legs. These ones are the longer ones that are about 17 inches. I'm gonna go ahead and hook that up. So real easy installation. I'm just gonna pick the very back one, hook that up, and go to the bottom D-ring. Same thing with the left leg. Go ahead and hook that up. And on this side, to the bottom D-ring there. And then lastly are going to be the 8-inch resistance band cords with the carabiners for the hands. And these go on the top. Someone's going to hook that there. Put that on that. And the left side, hook that up and put that on there. So that's pretty much everything hooked up. Just make sure everything is nice and even. So the first thing I noticed when I put this on is that there's constant tension on my legs. So you can see that the resistance bands for the legs are already being pulled on. So the entire time that you're using it, you can actually feel just that resistance on your legs. And actually when you lift your feet up, you can actually feel the resistance bands pulling on your feet as you pull up on it. Everything feels nice and comfortable. With my hands, not so much. You don't actually feel the tension up until your butt at this position right here. So if you want to do any kind of upward movement, you can see that you can really work your shoulder muscles, your deltoids. If you're trying to do kind of a lifting motion with your hand, you can really feel and get a workout. And then I don't feel any discomfort around my waist. And you can see the range of motion once you start pulling on the sides. You start pulling on the resistance right there. As far as shadow boxing goes now, if you're using it in a boxing application like I am, then you're going to be using it for shadow boxing. One thing I didn't like about this, when I'm using it for shadow boxing, it doesn't really promote natural movement in fundamentals, and you don't get the full tension when you're punching. It only comes out about right there when you actually feel the tension of your punches from this resistance band. So to me, if I'm going to be wearing something like this at the gym or at home and I'm using it, I want to feel like it adds a lot of value to what I'm already doing. And when it comes to punching, I don't feel like this does anything more than a standard resistance band would, like the ones with the plastic handles, and you can maybe like wrap it around your bedpost and you can punch. I feel like that does just the same as this, except you're just not wearing it. You're just more stationary because you have to hook it on something. But it's also cheaper in that regard. It's not as expensive as this. This one runs, I think, $55. So you have to pay for the entire setup. And I'll also go into the convenience of it as well. But I don't feel like I have complete tension when I'm throwing my punches. The other issue is hooks and uppercuts. I don't feel like I get the full benefit or the full tension. It's really just the straight punches that you feel the tension when you're throwing. So, and again, because of that, I feel like it also promotes bad technique a little bit because of how it feels, and you don't have that constant tension. When you throw your punches, it almost feels like you're tugging on something rather than it being smooth and flowing very well. So with the standard resistance band, you can have it hooked on something in your house that's stationary and kind of step out a little bit, and you'll have that constant tension on it, and it feels a lot smoother. With these, it feels like you're kind of tugging at a certain point, then you're pulling. So it's like tug, then pull, tug, and then pull. And I really don't like that feeling. Now for the legs, for footwork, obviously if you're using this to do any kind of shadow boxing and moving around, again, I really don't feel like I'm adding much value in terms of conditioning my legs or my core when I'm moving, or even with my footwork as I'm moving around. I don't feel like I'm adding any more intensity to that workout or to that exercise because it's almost like it's actually helping me. I feel like my legs and my feet are lifting up faster because that constant tension. So that moving while you're using it for like shadow boxing and moving around, I don't really feel like it's adding much. I rather wear just ankle weights, and I feel like that's adding a little bit more of a resistance to what I'm doing rather than this. Now where this benefits is going to be strength and conditioning, plyometrics, compound movement. So movements like your squats, you could definitely feel it there. You can feel it in your glutes and your quads. You can feel it because it's constantly pulling, so that's great. You know, shoulder lifts. But push-ups, no, because I'm not getting the full extension that I need because, again, the resistance lets up. So it's really vertical pushes, like when you're pushing up towards the air, as well as squatting, lunges, and those kind of exercises that you're getting the maximum benefit out of this. And that kind of goes to the convenience. Now the other issue with this is you're going to have to carry this whole thing with you wherever you go, throw it in your gym bag. Then you have to set it up. So you have to put the waistband on, you got to put the carabiners on, you have to put the straps on. And to me, that's just kind of an inconvenience, especially carrying it around with you is one thing because you already have enough gear. You got to bring your boxing gloves, your sparring gear with you. Just, you know how it is having a gym bag. So you have to throw all your shit in there. And then you have to throw this in there with it. So to me, it's the convenience factor of it. And a lot of people, when you're in the gym, you're kind of going through the flow of things. You're jumping from one workout to the next. You ain't got time to waste, you gotta go. And I feel like this is just kind of one of those things that you'll have in your gym bag and you're like, you know what, I'd rather just go grab the resistance band over there that's hanging on the wall and just use that and get my workout done. Rather than, okay, I gotta put this waistband on, I gotta clip on this carabiner, and you're really only gonna be using it for how many minutes? Then you gotta go back to your gym bag, take it all off, put it back in your bag, you know what I'm saying? So when you're wearing something like this, convenience is definitely a big factor because there's other things in the gym that you can use that does a similar thing and it's just easier to use. So it's really ease of use and effectiveness when it comes to a product like this. And I just don't think it's really there yet as far as it being more effective than a standard resistance band. Because again, if I want to do squats or lunges with the resistance band, I could just grab a resistance band, put it under my foot, and get the same kind of workout as I would with this. Same thing with shadow boxing. I could just get a resistance band, hook it up to the ring post, and just kind of move around the ring post and have that constant tension and have that same sensation as I would with using this. So again, I mean, I like the idea behind it and I get why a lot of people may think it's effective. And I'm not saying that it isn't. I mean, you could do, again, it's effective with like squats, movements where you can really get that full range of motion. Or if you have longer arms than me, maybe you'll be able to get a little bit more resistance out of it. But I just think that it lacks in several areas, key areas, with being able to get that full range of motion on punches, especially if you're using it and you're in combat sports or you're doing boxing. I just don't feel like it's very effective in that regard. And then obviously you add in the convenience factor. So those are my thoughts on it, man. If I were to do it all over again, would I purchase this? Probably not. I already have resistance bands and I think they do just as good as the job as this thing does, and they're just easier to use and cheaper. So that's my thoughts on it. You can get this again on Amazon. There's other websites that carry these resistance band trainers. This one costs $54.99. If you're interested in it, I'll put the link below in the description box, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.